it's Yazzie here. So I do have a reading for you. But first, as always, let me go ahead and do this first and then we'll get into it. I ask and invite in the gods and goddesses, archangels, guardian angels, deities, entities, spirits, spiritual teams, spiritual guides, ancestors, ascended masters, our higher selves, our inner child, and the universe to be present. And I ask that you all would please banish and remove all negativity, negative energy, negative entities, evil eyes, as they are not welcome. And I ask that you please purify and cleanse this space, the tools in which I use, the cards, and myself, so that this message comes through clearly and with clarity for the collective this evening. Please and thank you. So I was originally going to do my usual little 1-minute readings, but I was called to do this one instead. And what this is going to be is that it's an expansion, kind of expanding on the reading, the picture reading that I did before this one. So I would suggest you go and look at the picture 111, the picture that I took of the card pull, the card spread that I uploaded just before this video, and then come back to this one. But just a little bit of an explanation. I apologize. My throat has, it feels like there's this lump, and I think it relates to the reading, both from before and the expansion on this. So I had, just as I was perfectly fine all day today. Everything was cool. Everything was good. And I did a private reading, and after that, out of nowhere, I suddenly started feeling this lump in my throat. And, I hadn't done anything differently, but I ended up doing, my chakra alignments. I did all 7, but I also did one specifically for my throat. I did negativity clearing. I did, what else did I do? I did the chant 212. I did chant healing, where they do the chants and then frequency music with it. I even did, the Reiki healing, just to make sure that nothing's going on with me. And I even did physical, stretching, exercise with my body, just to make sure it's not my own muscles. And yet, for some reason, I even before this reading, 2, 3, 4, even before this reading, I went and drank a cup of tea just to kind of soothe it. And I still feel like there's this kind of strained feeling, this, say when you've been screaming a lot, or when you're yelling a lot and it's just sore for some reason, and you hurt your vocal cords. And then it made sense when I did the reading just before this one, and I was like, oh, it's not my energy, it's someone else's energy that I'm picking up on, and it's for the collective as well, 311, as I say that. And it all made sense at that point. So if you have been here for quite some time, 321, the Knight of Coins that I pulled in the reading before this has not shown up very often. They've been really quiet. This is a really quiet person, because they've only come up in 3 or 4 of my readings in total since I've had the Antique Anatomy Tarot. And they've shown up again for whatever reason, but we're going to find out. 3, 4, 5. And it feels as though where with my throat, like I said before, it just feels like either this person is really, 354, really repressing what they're feeling because they're severely hurt and wounded, or they finally just went off and just would screaming or yelling very, very hard and very loudly to the point where it's just hurt their throat at this point. So we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more information on that and get into a little bit of an expansion on that in this video, in this reading today. Sorry. I've been trying to shuffle my cards differently, but it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. I've been trying to do the middle shuffle thing where you split the deck and then it has a little bridge in the middle and just let it fall. I've been trying to do that a little bit, but it's not going too well. It's okay though. I'll figure it out. But we're going to start with the Antique Anatomy, and then we're going to use the traditional tarot as well. But what's going on with this Knight of Coins? We don't hear from them very often. They're a very private person. They're very quiet. They don't like to talk about themselves a lot. They don't like people being in their business, even though we're kind of in their business, 511, but hey, it's coming out. So, and I'm guided to talk about it. Okay, so the first card that came out is Strength. What else? What else is going on? Can we expand a little more on the Knight of Coins? And what's going on with them? The 5 of Elixirs landed sideways. It landed cross. Okay. Okay. What else? What else is going on? Oops, sorry. What else is going on? Or more importantly, oh, here we go. And then we have the Page of Blades here. Okay. So the Strength is crossed. Or I'm sorry, the Strength upright, and then the 5 of Elixirs crossed, and then we have the Page of Blades. They want me to start there, so. And then we have Justice on the bottom of the deck, which makes sense in a way. And I mean, it's unfortunate for whoever hurt them. However, at the same time, I hear they kind of did it to themselves with the choice that they made. So it was something that was bound to happen anyway. But why is Strength, and then 5 of Elixirs cross, and then the Page of Blades here? We'll just hold it like this. Well, here, this is what the 5 of Elixirs looks like. But it's crossed, it's sideways. So why is it like this? They've gained strength through their deceit, there being the Page of Blades. So it's the deceit coming from this person, whoever this is, to them. 7-11 as I say that. And unfortunately, you know, they have to go through this. And depending on how they choose to handle this, this 5 of Cups will either turn, or I'm sorry, 5 of Elixirs will either turn upright or it will turn reverse, depending on how they choose to handle this situation or how they choose to go about it with that Knight of Coins from the previous message. Okay. But they never should have done it, is what I'm hearing. Why did they do this to me, is what I'm hearing too. But the good news about it is that there's some justice that's come out of it, though. Even though it may seem painful and heart-wrenching right now for them, it's something, 8-11, that will help them to push forward in the direction that they need to be going, that they should have been going before. Excuse me, sorry. But they ended up deciding to make a poor choice and choose someone else or something else. But it's someone in this case. They chose someone when they should have been choosing you, and they did not do that. But now justice is coming through. And funny enough, underneath justice is temperance, so balance is being restored. Which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, they want me to go with the traditional tarot now. Can we get some information in regards to what the betrayal or deceit is? Oh, hold on, let me try and see if I can shuffle it that one way. Can we get a little bit more on what the deceit is? A little bit more? Flip, 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 flip. Sorry. Can we get a little bit more on that? What the possible situation was? What was going on? Perhaps? Maybe? I know this is a little bit more of a private person, but clearly they wanted the message coming out somehow, otherwise the energy wouldn't be here. Can we get a little bit more on it? Oh. So they want me to pull this card from the Antique Anatomy, though. It's the Devil. But what's going on with it? It applies to this, but why? They were lying, is what I heard. So someone was lying to them. Trying to keep them for themselves is what I heard as well. So very much playing the part of the devil, really. Playing the part of being what they... Playing the part of acting like they were what the Knight of Coins wanted most. But they weren't. It was a facade. Pretty much. It was an illusion, is what I heard. Okay. Oh, hello. What flipped out? Yep. And that confirms it because we have the Moon card that flipped out, but we also have the Eight of Pentacles that flipped out with it. 1111 as I say that. So this was someone that was working really hard to keep everything hidden from the Knight of Coins. The page of Blades was trying to keep everything as hidden as possible, so much so that the Knight of Coins would have been none the wiser and would have been able to just live the life that they thought was good, but turns out it was not as harmonious and good as they thought. But what is the deceit? What is it about specifically, aside from the lying and trying to keep them for themselves? What is it specifically? If you can tell us that. I keep hearing baby and children. What about it? $12:21 as I looked at the clock. And I looked at the camera because, like, I literally heard the phrase of, as far as the baby or children, I just heard, it's not, I'm sorry, they're not his. The children aren't his. That's a bit messy. That's just what I heard. Don't shoot the messenger now. That's what I heard. Oh, geez. I know I didn't see what card I saw flip in there, but we have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. I think I saw what I thought I saw. Hold on. Yes, I did. So we have the Devil again. That's twice. And we have the King of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Chariot. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the King of Wands. Interesting. What's the story behind all this? Here. Well, I'll show you the Devil, but hold on. I gotta, like, you know. So here. That's double confirmation. We have it here again. We already know what it's for. But what's going on with the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Wands? Why are all these here? Tell me, tell me a little bit about this. So you are the Queen of Wands energy, and it doesn't matter what gender that you are, this is your energy. I literally heard, so with this Knight of Coins, they're in competition is what I just heard. And it's funny because in the reading yesterday, we had the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Interestingly enough, they're here again. But the Knight of Coins is going to have to really step up between this King of Coins, or I'm sorry, this King of Swords and this King of Wands, because they want to bring that sort of happiness to you, the Ten of Pentacles here, but they're going to have to really work and really get on the same driven energy as the King of Swords and the King of Wands, because they came up in the reading yesterday, and we already know what they're about. As far as that goes, they're really going to have to step it up as far as being on the same level of the King of Swords and the King of Wands, as far as that goes. Because now they're really in a very sticky situation, and they're going to have to figure out how to get out of it. A lot of legalities is what I just heard too, which makes sense, especially if especially when, you know, there's children involved. It's always a very strenuous time. It's a lot of having to get out of it and ties to it, possibly child support, who knows. But is there anything else we need to know as far as this goes? Yes, we're going to go with a little more antique anatomy and then go from there. Or I'm sorry, we'll go for the antique anatomy and that should be it. What else? Oops. Sorry, they're getting caught on each other. Let's try that again. What else do we need to know? What ending, what further ending do we need to know? Oh yeah, and I apologize. The Three of Pentacles is part of it. They do want to work with you. They want to be in a bit more collaborative kind of sense. Oh, my camera froze for a little bit. That's weird. Anyway, they want to be in a little bit more of a collaborative sense and be on like more nicer terms, but we'll have to see how that plays out. But let me see what three cards. No, I'm sorry. Three? Yes, three cards came out here. So we have the World, we have the Knight of Elixirs, and we have the Four of Elixirs. And funny enough, on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Coins. So this is the energy that they want to be in. This is the energy that they would like to be in for you, and that they're really going to have to work towards to be on the same level as the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Because internally, you know, that's how they feel. That's how they feel about you. That's how they feel about themselves. They feel as though they're on the same level, but they're in this Knight of Elixirs energy and Knight of Coins energy instead of the King of Coins. While, yeah, they want to bring forth and bring, you know, these emotions and explain them to you, they have cycles to complete. They have a really big one right now that they have to complete. They don't have an option. It's been brought to them at this point. And if they would have just done what they should have done a long time ago, they wouldn't be in as much pain as they're in now. But as the universe puts us on our path, we have to deal with what we have to deal with. We have lessons that we have to go through and that we have to learn. And with the Four of Cups being here, you know, they didn't want to see that. And partially they felt as though they weren't in this energy for a long time with the King of Coins energy. And that's why they came up as the Knight of Coins before. But even so, they have work to do. And now it's at a point where they have no options anymore. They have to do this. They don't have the choice now. Because now it's come through in the 3D sense. It's not just in the spiritual sense anymore. Okay. Anything else? Nope. That's it. That's all of the message. So, but I hope that this little bit of expansion on the reading or the message prior to this one gave you a lot more clarity into this situation, and I hope that it helped. But thank you all for your support. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I still have the personal and private readings available. I'll put the link, and then if you want to DM me as well, I'll happily send you the link if you want a little bit more information. But thank you again. I appreciate you all so much. Love you all so very, very much. Be safe out there, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.